Hello, 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 hello. I've got a frog in my throat. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. I'm sitting here, there's this little tiny dot that's like from, who knows, painting when I was putting the paints out or something, I'm not sure. But it'll be okay. It'll be okay. So, I'm gonna be making a bunny. We shall see. We're gonna just make it sometimes I think something's gonna go one direction and then I change my mind, or I make it bigger or different, or. So we shall see. We shall see how this goes. So Owen had a better day, better night. He knew there was nothing going on today, or he didn't think there was anything going on, and there wasn't. So that made his day a little bit, I will say, easier to comprehend for being at school and everything. So tomorrow is his therapy day, and he loves going to his therapy. So one of his therapists is going to be, it'll be her last day for a few months because she's going on maternity leave. But again, he knows this, so hopefully it won't be as hard on him. So we shall see, as they say. We shall see. I'm not connecting the ear because I'm going to put some flowers there. So I don't really need to connect the ear, if that makes sense. So, I'm going to, oh, the frog is like thick tonight. Gonna go back through and add a lot of little shading and different things like that as we go along here. I would usually switch to a different brush by now, my thinner brush, but we're gonna keep going with what we're doing here. Kind of doing it like he's looking towards the side. So just going in and highlighting some of that, and this is like his nose area, and then his is it snout? That's a snout is for pigs, but they have like I guess it's just their, they because it comes out. Is that just their nose? I don't know. I'll have to look that up. It's amazing what you forget or don't remember, or, well, that's the same thing. See? It's amazing what you don't know or forget, or, can't remember. Um, it's interesting, to say the least. So, but you just, keep learning and growing and remembering and forgetting and remembering. That's where I'm at right now, I think. So, I need to put his eyes on there. Just some extra shading so he doesn't look so flat. We'll get his nose in here in a minute. Hopefully my phone will not go out before I finish. I don't understand, my phone will not clear out its memory, and I have tried every which way. I'm sure there's something, well, obviously there's something I'm missing, but I'm sure there's some, easier solution, but it's just ridiculous how it will not let go of any of the memory in it. So we'll see. See what happens. I keep hearing these noises, and I couldn't figure out what it was, but earlier, and then I realized it was me hitting the side of the, not hitting, but the board was moving. If you've, the light saga, I had to stretch the light plug from one side to the other. I need a longer extension cord because, like I said, it's the light saga. So at some point I will get that figured out. But for now, it's better than it was, but it's still, it's still not doing what it should. But, that's the story of that's the story of it. I don't want my my paints are drying quicker than I'm painting. It's always interesting to me when the paint, you know. So I'm praying that Owen sleeps tonight. My mom has been not feeling well, so he hasn't had his, even though it was just this past Saturday, he didn't have his routine with her. And every little thing like that just kind of throws him off. And it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. There's no other way around it. It's just hard. Just hard. So hopefully she'll be feeling better. I still don't know that he'll be able to go this Saturday because she's like coughing and that type of thing. I didn't mean to quite go on its side. It'll be okay because we got more to do, but I meant to not quite get there. And okay, so we shall see. I feel bad for her though because she's been having some other stuff as well. Okay, see, I went too wide. I almost put my paintbrush on there to wipe instead of the palette. That would not have been a wise decision. That would have been a little. I'm gonna have to let that dry a little bit. There we go. Hopefully my thing is still recording. I should check. Let's see before I forget too much of this. I want to make sure I do the little whiskers. So we're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. So when Owen came home today, he was talking about the fact that he was going to go to um, high school, well, middle school for another year, and he will at least be there one more year with the um, county. He can go to school till he's basically 21 um, because, the learning and education and just everything for him. So, depending on how well this next year goes, he should be. I held him back when he was in elementary school one year, and then he should be heading. He has the rest of this year. He's in 7th, and he would have one more year for 8th grade, and then he will be going to high school. But depending on how everything goes, I may hold him back another year and keep him in middle school for another year. But it just completely depends on, 1,000 different factors. But, just I want to give him the most opportunity to get to where he needs to be. But when he came home, he was talking about all of that, and he told me that he was going to go to college school, and that's what he called it, college school. And he was looking at his calendar, and he was going through like all the years ahead, and then he was telling me that he had gone to our capital when he was 3, and I would have to look back in my pictures or something to see if that's when he did go. But he told me that his grandma picked him up in pedal pusher pants from pre-K, and he couldn't figure out why she wouldn't wear his blue jean, his favorite blue jeans, why she would wear pedal pushers. He was asking about where some of the different teachers were that he had. He told me that the teacher he had now, she would be coming with him to college school. I mean, he just went into great detail about all of it. I have to see if my camera is still. Yay, we're still going. Only reason I look is because I'd stop talking. So here we are. But it's still recording. It's been acting so weird lately. So you just never know what it's gonna do. But we're recording, so there you go. But you see now why I didn't worry about putting the ears closer together, because so let's see. 2 more little flower doodahs. about there. My paints are getting thicker. We had a rainstorm. I couldn't think what that was called for a minute. A little tired, folks. We had a rainstorm come through, and the humidity just causes all kinds of havoc on my paints. Okay, so now we're gonna curve our eyes a little bit more. Give some more kind of definition here. I think this one needs to be just a little bit. Bigger. So, eyes have always been my thing that I just can't seem to get, like, right. Right. So I'm practicing. I'm practicing. One day I'll get it. A little more. All right. I feel like I need them out here a little. Maybe that will help. I think that's we're getting there. Learning curve. We'll get there. I'm trying to do more detail. That's the word. But now what I need is a curve in his nose, I think. Like this way. I feel like I keep going over the same spot and the angle is not agreeing. More like a chipmunk, more and more. More like a chipmunk, more and more. It's about the shading. He's supposed to be a bunny. At some point, I think he looked more like a bunny than he does at this point. But some times you just have to. Now we're going to get too wide.